against us. You know, a lot of people who believe that Jesus was God, if you were to explain to them and say, listen, my Christian friends, how could you claim that Jesus is God when Jesus never said, I'm God? If you go to the history, and no movies, all these biblical movies cannot tell you that Jesus was preaching that he was God, because he never did it. When he started preaching the message of God and the truth, he proclaimed that he was the messenger of God. Ana Abdullah, I'm the messenger of God. That's what he said. So some of them, they wanted to kill him because they said a messenger will not be born of a woman. And a woman who committed something and had a baby? No, that ain't halal, period. That's not kosher. So they thought that he was an imposter. But he never claimed to be God. If you study the history of the Romans and the history of the Jews and Judaism, their problem was because some of them said he was an imposter, and Auzubillah, he claimed to be a prophet, and they did not accept him to be a prophet because of his birth. They didn't accept his birth as spiritual, as sacred. And then some of them who did believe had a problem with him preaching the truth, so they said, let's get rid of him. But nowhere you will hear that Jesus was crucified because he claimed to be God. You go and study Christianity and you'll see that. Nowhere Jesus was crucified because he said that he claimed to be God. They never crucified him because of that. It was after that people started with their concocted story and belief that and I share this with my Christian friends and Jewish friends wherever I go in lectures, so I'm not criticizing nobody here. This is an educational thing. When I sit and discuss with rabbis and priests, we talk this from this intellectual level. And I say, is there any way that he said? Okay, hear what he said. Anyway, so he never said that, but he said, the way to my Father, which he meant, Father God. That's a figure of speech. Oh, Father in heaven. That's a British figure of speech. You know, people talk about that. The God that he worshipped in heaven, forgive them for they know not what they do. So he told his followers, he said, the way to God, the God that I worship, the way to my Father that I worship is through me. Through what? Through me. Meaning through him. So it was based on that some people said, well, if it's through him, then we got to worship him. You understand, Brother Ashraf Sahib?